All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, you already know what time it is. Right here, right now, we got the king of Compton, California, right here, live on the line. We got the one and only Snoopy Badazz right here, right now. How are you doing this evening?
What's up, man? Compton in the motherfucking building.
Hey, man, I gotta say, man, first and foremost, I have been a fan of yours from the beginning, man. So thank you so much for giving us a bit of your time here this evening, man. I absolutely first discovered you, man, on Dat Piff back in like 2019, man. Ever since then, I've been vibing to your music.
Oh, man, I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I'm always open to, come show some support to somebody that support me, though. So, I appreciate you for having me also.
But I gotta ask first and foremost, man, how's everything out there in Compton, man? Because I do know the world's actually finally opened back up, man. These past couple years have been treacherous for every human being all over the world.
Oh, man, it's just everyday struggles, everyday life, man. Everybody trying to make it to the next, you feel me, level, like Quick said. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere is just like Compton in its own way.
But also, Snoopy, I gotta take you back, man, to the beginning of your amazing career within the music industry so far, man. I have to ask, what originally made you decide to pursue a career in music, man? Because honestly, you were such a phenomenal MC.
Man, what made me want to pursue music that I seen wasn't nobody really keeping the true essence and the truth in this West Coast music. So I was like, man, I felt like I need to take up the crown, homie, and do it because I know how to do it, and I've been perfecting my craft for a minute. And like I said, there's some good artists out of Compton, there's some good artists out of L.A., but I just felt like, it was a spice in the recipe that was missing, you know what I'm saying? So I just decided to be that spice myself, you feel me?
And I gotta say as well, man, it definitely is a breath of fresh air when you actually came out, man. Because like, not no disrespect to any of the new rappers, but at the end of the day, man, a lot of individuals nowadays sound the same, man. So it's always good to have your own twist to it, your own sound, you know. Because nowadays it's hard to even know who you're listening to. But when you throw on a Snoopy Badazz record, you know instantly, all right, that's Snoopy from Compton.
Yeah, for sure. You already know, man. That's my brand. That's how I'm gonna keep pushing. You feel what I'm saying? Because the whole point is to, to take it back to the essence of this West Coast gangster shit. Well, gangster stuff. Start for the cuss word.
Hey, man, we're completely uncensored, man. So definitely, man, speak your mind.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What is West Coast gangster shit?
But as I mentioned during the intro to this interview, man, that like I actually discovered you on Dat Piff, so I knew I had to bring up this mixtape, man. But
It's crazy. You talk about the Flame Banging mixtape?
the Flame Banging mixtape, yeah, that dropped July of 2019.
Man, that shit, man. Hey, but you know what though? I didn't even really expect that shit to really, because that shit, I just man, it's just a mixtape that I made with some homies. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a couple homies from the hood. You feel me? They wanted me to be on the track with them. You know what I'm saying? So when we fell out or whatever, I just still, so they won't try to sue me or whatever. But by me putting it on Apple, I said, fuck it. I'm gonna just drop this shit on Dat Piff for free for everybody to be able to, get a load of it. Well, I'm happy you like it.
I gotta say, the one song that I really enjoyed, man, was actually the one called "The Big Bad Wolf," man. Truthfully, I love that one, and of course the 6ix9ine disc, man, because at the end of the day, man, he definitely deserved that, and you came with the heat on that record.
Oh yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. You feel me? Like I said, man, anytime I come, I'm gonna come with some heat, man.
And I have to ask, because I don't want to get too far into it, but of course, did 6ix9ine ever respond to that, or did he just obviously get scared and crawl into his hole?
Nah, he basically got scared and crawled into his hole. He ain't gonna say nothing to me, man. I'm not worried about that. You feel me?
But of course, as well, man, you actually currently have your own YouTube podcast, actually titled The Snoopy Badazz Show. I was wondering, what originally made you decide to start up this show? And of course, when do you actually post new content? That way our listeners can slide on over, subscribe, and of course, tune in.
Okay, yeah, y'all can subscribe to my show, The Snoopy Badazz Show. The logo says exactly that, The Snoopy Badazz Show. And you can subscribe me for music just on the Snoopy Badazz YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? It's me in the red khaki suit. Feel me? So yeah, just tap in.
And I gotta say as well, man, you definitely have some phenomenal content on there. And one of your most recent videos that I actually watched was one you just dropped yesterday. And I really want to touch base on this, man, because in my area we got a lot of individuals, a lot of young kids, man, trying to join gangs and all that stuff, thinking it's cool and whatnot, man. But I've watched your video, man, and I have to ask, man. I know you just put a video out not too long ago, but if you can, for the listeners and the young cats that are listening, could you actually tell our listeners why you think it's not a good decision for these young cats to actually get up and join a gang?
Okay, can you repeat yourself? Because my phone lost service.
Oh, my apologies. So, what I was saying was, I know one of your most recent videos was like how you talked about why kids shouldn't join a gang, but I have to ask, man, would you be able to go in detail on that here on the air and just kind of tell our youth why it's not a good decision for individuals to actually get up and join a gang?
It's not good to join a gang just based off the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it ain't no light at the end of the tunnel for it, you know. It's really, you know, an illusion, you know what I'm saying? You know, your favorite rapper that's acting like he's super gangbang turned up, you gotta understand that's just this just a hustle for him. You feel what I'm saying? He trying to stay alive and stay free to take care of his family and kids. So y'all can be taking these rappers' words literal, because you know, you would look at the interview and they all about positivity, but then you hear their music, they crip this, blood this. I just advise everybody, you know, don't take everybody as literal as y'all would think, you know what I'm saying? And do what they do, not what they say. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's all entertainment, it's music at the end of the day. So don't think just so you can try to be like this dude, like you have to really go be from a gang. You have to go kill somebody because that's what your favorite rappers say. Don't be fooled by that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we all, feel me, have peace and love in us. You know what I'm saying? We all have that. You feel me? It's just that, you know, some people know how to display it and some people don't. You feel me? So, you know, joining a gang, like I said, it's an illusion. Don't do it, because when you do get caught up in that lifestyle, all you're going to see that the grass ain't green on the other side. But now you can't make the decision to back up, because once you're in the gang, you're stuck there. To leave the gang is to have problems with your homies. So, like I said, man, don't be fooled by the illusion and get stuck in something you can't get out of.
And I gotta say, man, I thank you for actually just putting that out there here on the radio station dial, man, because we got a lot of young cats in this area, man, that I call them wannabe gang members, because they start up their own little version of the Crips, not the real Crips, if that makes sense, or Bloods and whatnot. And I see them running around a small little country hick town, and it's like, man, if you can't be doing that, man. You can't be slanging those bandanas, and you know what I mean. If you see a real one, it ain't gonna turn out well for you. You know what I mean. But none of them really listen. So hopefully they're tuned in and they can hear it from a real one tonight on why they really shouldn't. Yeah, man. Yeah, leave that shit alone, man. And like I said, man, they try to take every little thing. If you don't do what they want you to do, they try to take every little thing you do and try to magnify it. You know what I'm saying. But like I said, man, it's all love, homie. You feel me? You know, just listen to your parents, man. Straight up. And of course, man, March 14th of 2022, you released the phenomenal single titled They Med, featuring the one and only Keith. And I was wondering, how did yourself and Keith originally get connected? And of course, what was it like just collaborating with him on this particular project?
Oh, man, me and my boy Keegan, man, that's my boy right there, man. See, like, you know, we have mutual friends. You know, my manager put him in or whatever. The song They Mad, I originally, you know, I wrote the hook. You know what I'm saying? I wrote the hook for somebody else to sing. You know, I wrote the whole song out or whatever, and then, you know, when I was looking for somebody to sing the hook, my manager was like, hey, man, you ain't heard Keegan? I'm like, let me hear this nigga, man, and I listened to his music. I said, man, he do got that voice. You feel me? So, you know, we met up at the studio. I went in the booth. I sung it first. They're mad. They're mad 'cause it's so true. You know what I'm saying? I sung it. You feel me? He got the drift. Nigga, he went in there. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Went with me, put his own drip on it. They removed my voice, nigga, and there you go. They mad.
And I gotta say as well, man, he is such a phenomenal artist as well, man. You know what I mean? I thought you guys had some phenomenal chemistry. I really hope you guys actually do some more work in the future.
Oh yeah, we got some new music coming for sure.
And also as well, man, March 23rd of 2022, you actually released the phenomenal 9-track album titled Los Angeles Mafia, man, mixtape. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about this recently released album. And of course, do you have any hard copies available to be purchased today?
Oh, yeah, we got some hard copies. Well, not available right now, but they're on their way. You feel me? But yeah, Los Angeles Mafia, that right there, I dropped that in the midst of my rebellion. You know what I'm saying? When I was rebelling against everything, you feel me? You know, Los Angeles Mafia is basically like a token of, you know, a point in my life when I was rebelling. That's what Los Angeles Mafia represents.
And I gotta say as well, man, such a phenomenal, well put together album, man. I love the song that you actually did featuring the Cherry Flag Gang, Snoopy 200.
Oh yeah, that's my shit though. 6 in the morning, police at my door. Yeah.
And I have to ask as well, man, because I do know that you are actually the CEO of the Cherry Flag Gang. I have to ask, man, what actually made you decide just to put that group together, and of course, all you guys come together, man, because you guys had some phenomenal chemistry together when you guys are working.
Oh yeah, the Cherry Flag Gang. You know what I'm saying? That's my clique. You feel me? But the label, my record label was 200 records. Every Cherry Flag Gang, everything is under 200 records. You know what I'm saying? That's my clique, man. That's just what I do. You feel me? CFG. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of music and merch coming from that under my 200 brand. So y'all be ready for that.
And I saw the sweatshirts you guys got available as well, man. They look fly as hell, man. So I definitely got to snag myself one up in a couple days.
But the website will be up in a couple days.
That works for me, man. Definitely. Whenever it's up, I'll definitely slide on through and snag myself some merch.
Yeah.
And also as well, man, I actually saw via Instagram that you actually have your own comic book coming soon titled The Adventures of Snoopy Badazz. I was wondering if you can actually tell our listeners a bit more about this, and of course, when can we expect these comic books themselves?
We dropping The Adventures of Snoopy Badazz comic. We're going to drop a comic every month in 2023. So it's coming soon. The Adventures of Snoopy Badazz comic. We're going to have a different episode every day. I'm gonna put them on the page, or y'all can buy copies or whatever. But it's coming.
And if you don't mind me asking, because I know obviously it's coming next year, and you probably can't let too many cats out of the bag. But if you don't mind me asking, what is like the main plot of the comic book?
The Adventures of Snoopy Badazz.
I gotta say, man, as an avid comic book reader myself, man, I'm definitely gonna subscribe and snag myself a monthly comic book.
Say that again?
I just said whenever it does drop next year, man, I'm an avid comic book reader, so I'll definitely subscribe to and get myself a monthly comic book.
I got you. We on.
And of course, man, immediately following this broadcast, I'm actually going to be playing your song that dropped May 18th, titled "Compton's Activate." For the listeners that might not have heard this song, what can they expect from it when I play it here live on the FM dial and momentarily? Snoopy?
Oh, damn, my phone tripping. What you say that again?
Oh, it's all good. My apologies. I was going to say, immediately following this interview story, I'm going to be playing your song that dropped May 18th, titled "Compton's Activate." For the listeners that might not have heard this song, what can they expect from it when I play it here momentarily on the FM dial?
Shit, nigga, hey, real Compton shit. That's what you can expect.
And I gotta say as well, man, this song is absolutely one of my favorites, man. I've been bumping this almost every single day in my car, man. So I've definitely been blessing the streets of my hometown with this song, man.
Let's go.
But also, have to ask, man, what is next for yourself, Snoopy Badazz? Is there anything we happen to miss during this broadcast? Anything else you do still want to talk about or promote? But we still got you here live on 97.7 FM this evening.
Man, okay, we got Pick of the Lyric 3 coming soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to shoot another video. And nigga, and to keep up with me and with everything that's going on with me, tap in to the Snoopy Badazz show on YouTube.
And of course, man, this is a time in the interview right quick that I give a chance for the individual that does slide into the radio station airwaves. There's a chance to give, like, shout-outs to whomever they want to give shout-outs to. But most of all, man, your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated on everything the one and only King of Compton, Snoopy Badazz.
You can follow me on Instagram, Snoopy Badazz, SNOOPYBADAZZ. That's it. You can also follow my label pages, 200 and 200 Records. You spell 200, the number 2, HUNDRID, Records, or just 200, THUNDRID. Them are both our Instagram pages. You can follow the Snoopy Badazz show on Instagram also, and you can join the Snoopy Badazz club, the Snoopy Badazz show club on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we gonna do.
And I got to say, first and foremost, Snoopy, thank you so much, man, for just giving us a bit of your time here this evening and sliding into the 97.7 FM airways, man. It was definitely an honor and most definitely a privilege, and hopefully down the line we can make this happen again sometime soon.
For sure, no problem, man. Just tap in anytime. We family.
Hey, man, most definitely sounds like a plan, man. Definitely have yourself a wonderful night out there in Compton.
You too. I'm gone. West side.